Hi everybody. In this video, we're going to talk about 11 marketing career tips which I would give to my 25-year-old self. That's about 30 years from where I am right now. Quick introduction. I'm 55 years old, Maneesh Konkar. I'm a sales and marketing consultant, corporate trainer. These are the clients that I have worked with over the last 25 years in sales and marketing, and a fantastic time. A lot of it, however, has been a lot of learnings that I've picked up along the way. And if I were to put myself in a time machine and go back about 30 years as a 25-year-old, I wish I would knew this stuff. So all those of you who are in your mid 20s, early 20s right now, getting into the world of marketing and sales, enjoy this video. All right. Okay, so let's begin. A quick background. We are sales and marketing professionals. We have a lot of online courses. On this channel, we come up with a lot of content that will help you in your marketing careers, help you grow your business through better marketing, both consumer, B2B, B2C, and digital. And yeah, I mean, if you have a team that needs to be trained, reach out to us. All right. Okay, let's begin. So, my quick background, I have been a corporate trainer for more than 25 years now. I joined ITC from campus, and in those days, when you did an MBA in marketing, either you sold cigarettes or you sold soaps or you sold chocolates. I sold cigarettes. And I joined ITC from campus and had a wonderful first 2 years over there. And however, I got into this, I became a corporate trainer in sales. And for the rest of the next 15 years, I would have done a lot of sales training with multiple companies, initially in FMCG, then after that in building construction, Asian Paints, Kajaria Tiles. FMCG companies include HLL, ITC, Godrej Consumer Products, Godrej Tyson, Godrej Hershey's. These were all joint ventures that the Godrej Group had with different FMCG multinationals. And the first thing that I would like to inform to everybody is that there is this sales piece, there is a marketing piece. In marketing, what do? You position yourself online. You create a brand pull. You kind of project to the whole world that this is what you are doing. In sales, you pick up the phone, you talk to your customers. I mostly did sales. And in fact, what I would have done is a lot of work where I did a whole lot of good quality work and I depended on my clients to talk about my work. The problem that happened was that if you do one presentation skills program well in an automobile company, you get slotted as a corporate trainer in presentation skills, and your marketing profile doesn't go up. So my first message to everybody is cover, build your own online brand. We'll talk about it a little later in one of the further points, but don't just do sales. In sales, you are basically pushing, whereas marketing is a pull, is a pull for your particular brand. So that's the first point. I ended up doing a lot of sales training work, and because I was doing sales training, the concept of marketing didn't occur to me. But I got exposed to the world of digital marketing about 3 years back. Today we are in 2025, April, and that's when I'm recording this video. And I would have got exposed to the world of digital marketing about 3 years back. In 2021 and 2022 is when I really started doing digital in full swing. And life has been completely different ever since I got into marketing. So my first message to everybody: do marketing, don't just do sales. All right. The second point is your MBA group is a massively powerful group. And a lot of the times I did not reach out to my MBA colleagues. Even today, in fact, I would say that I'm not very active on the social media circles. I'm not very active on the WhatsApp group. So a lot of people would not even know what I actually do. In fact, many of them still think that I am based in Pune, whereas the reality is that I shifted to Mumbai almost about 20 years back. So network with your MBA friends. Today, we realize that after completing my MBA in 1995, 30 years later, many of my colleagues are senior leaders in industry, and they use corporate training services all the time. They use digital agency services all the time, but it is simply a lack of awareness, or and just needs to be top of the mind recall. And network with your MBA friends; they can really help you out. It's the concept here is, everything else being equal, we will do business with a friend. Everything else not being equal, we will still do business with a friend. And Therefore, network with your MBA friends. There's a huge source of of connections. They trust you and they will gladly connect you. All I have to do is just pick up the phone and ask them for a connect to the head of HR, and that is literally what happened. I got Abbott because of Rumi, a connection that he gave. He connected me to the head of the training department in Abbott, the head of business excellence, and various other clients I have got along the way. I believe I could have done this much better and plan to do this much better going forward over the next 25 years of my life. All right. Point number three is identify tailwinds and waves to ride in the market. Be where the money is already there. What happens is too many times now we are trying to do something which is a new concept in the market. And if you want to do that, it makes sense to be well funded. You can run a startup and take funding from people, but it takes a long time. To give you an example of what exactly is a tailwind, the Mumbai Kolkata flights takes about 2 hours 15 minutes. The Kolkata Mumbai flight takes 2 hours 45 minutes. Why? Because there is a wind from west to east, and that's why the flight from Kolkata to Mumbai takes much longer. That's the idea. A tailwind is you can swim along with the direction of the river, or you can try to swim up upside the river. It's any day more difficult to swim upside the river. Um, about 2008, when the entire market collapsed, I was running a corporate training venture. I placed my property and I'd taken a loan, and we were running a training center, and then the entire market collapsed, and I just didn't see the way the tide was turning, and I continued investing and ended up losing almost 1.5 crore in the process. Right now, as a another example that I can give you, digital marketing is a wave right now, and this digital marketing is something which I want to focus on. There is the money is already there. There are plenty of digital marketing agencies. The media spends on digital are increasing. I just have to position myself as being in the right place at the right time. Okay. If I look at our corporate training business, which we do, so we do B2C sales, we do B2B sales, we do negotiation skills, we do leadership. There is generally more money in leadership training than in sales training. And I have been in sales training for most of my life. And if I had switched to leadership training a little earlier, things would have been very different. Okay. So the third point that I want to talk about is what is the tailwind in your industry? Which are the trends of things that are moving up? That is what you have to ride as a tailwind. Okay. That's point number three. All right, point number four, stick to your core. So I'll give you an example of where I diverged from the core. So I started corporate training in 99. I was a fantastic trainer and continued to do some great work till 2006. In 2006, the thought process that started off was that I was doing training for 2 days a month for a batch that was going through training for about 10 days in a month. I was doing 2 days of work. Other trainers were doing 8 days of work, and the hotel was getting 10 days of work. So we decided to create a corporate training center. Once we created a corporate training center with 4 training rooms, which we started hiring out. Yes, business was good for the first 1 or 2 years. But then after that, we diversified and said, okay, if people are coming to our corporate training center, they are staying in a hotel. Why don't we get into hotel bookings also? So we started doing hotel bookings also. Then we said, these guys are flying down to Mumbai to attend the training program. Why don't we do air bookings also? So we for a while for a while I was running a business venture which was a hospitality, a ginger, a make my trip, plus a corporate training venture all combined into one. The core was only corporate training. I had diversified way beyond my actual area of passion, my area of expertise. I had no right to win in hospitality. I was not very good on the subject, and till 2008, 2009, things were fine. But in 2008, when the recession hit, the whole thing collapsed. We ended up losing a fair bit of money around that time. My fourth point, stick to the core. If something, don't chase something just for the sake of a fad, just because you feel there is a business opportunity. There might be a business opportunity there, but why on earth would you have a right to win in that business opportunity unless you have some core competence over there? So that is fourth point, stick to the core. Don't run after business opportunities or fads for the sake of running after the fads. All right, fifth point, very critical. Build your personal brand online. In hindsight, I feel that I should have started building my personal brand about 10 years back. 2012, 2014 is when I should have started, because by that time I was already doing a lot of good quality work in the world of corporate training. I was a consultant to some of the, I still am a consultant to some of the biggest companies in India. But because of the lack of a personal brand, the professional fees didn't keep pace. Today, if I look at an Ankur Warikoo, today if I look at an Akshat Srivastav, I look at Harsha Bogde, I find that some of the stuff that I do is very similar to the stuff that they do, but they make almost 5 times, 10 times more money than I make, and that is simply because they have a much better online personal brand. This video is part of that effort. So if you're connecting with this at this stage, thank you for watching this video till now. Do share this video with your colleagues who are early on in the world of sales and marketing. And yeah, I mean, the best advice that I can give you is be active on LinkedIn. LinkedIn can do wonders for your career. I started getting onto LinkedIn and posting regularly about a year and a half back, and life has been completely different since then. I find that my clients call me back. I find that I get into the inboxes of so many of the decision makers. Some of the posts that I put up, 33% of those posts, I look at the analytics, 33% of those posts are seen by CXOs. So there's a lot of personal branding stuff that we do. It helps us, and I'm very sure it will help you also. All right. So this is point number 5: build your personal brand online. Okay, point number 6, stay close to the consumer. One of the first things I did, okay, when I started off as a corporate trainer, was I started doing field visits with the trainees before doing the training program. So, if let's say Godrej Consumer Products is giving us an assignment, and they would say we would want you to do sales training, then we would say we would like to spend a day, couple of days with your key members of your sales team, and whatever they are doing in the field, we will join them early on in the morning at 9 o'clock, and we will spend the whole day with them. So if our guy starts from Kurla station and starts his beat at Kurla station west at a claim time of 9:30, we will land up at Kurla station at 9:30, be with the guy the whole day and observe him at work. We also started attending monthly review meetings. I mean, I have traveled across the country, attended monthly review meetings in pharma companies, FMCG companies, IT companies. I believe I could have done this more in IT companies. That's why my understanding of IT is not that strong, as strong as it in FMCG and building construction and various other and pharma companies. And this is one of the advice that I would give: stay close to the consumer. Marketing is not done something which where you sit in an AC office and design strategies. You have to be out into the field, talking to customers, validating your assumptions with your hypothesis with customers. That's how you stay close to the consumer. That's point number 6. Point number 7: document everything, all learnings, all experiences. I have a learning diary. Every day, every week, whatever I learn, I copy it into a PowerPoint file, and it stays open on my desktop all the time. The cumulative list, it would be about 15 over the last 15 years, would be almost about 850 slides. And sometimes I just sit and observe whatever I've gone through in the 850 slides over my last so many years, and a whole lot of learnings come back, a whole lot of wisdom comes back. Sometimes we forget the things that are important. So document everything, all learnings, all experiences. Point number 8, learn one new skill every 6 months. In between, I stagnated. I was doing the same corporate training. Of course, I was getting better and better at it. But in terms of a new skill set, it was still the same FMCG training, still the same B2B sales training. I learned digital about 3 years back. My income has tripled in the last no, in the last 3 years. I do stock market investing a lot. I read about 50 blogs every week. I follow about 6 newspapers every day, and the upskill, the skill improvement, the knowledge improvement that comes with this skill improvement actually enables me to make far more money as a marketing professional. All right. In terms of upskilling, we're talking about, let's say, it can be something as simple as learning a Facebook ad library, how it works, Google Maps, how it works, how to create a Google business profile, how to create a Facebook business page. All those things are new tools that you can learn. All right, point number 9, get a mentor. I am doing this in digital. I wish I had done this in corporate training. Um, I literally did not have a mentor. I am a mentor to so many other people whose careers I have helped. But as far as my own thing is concerned, I did not really have a mentor who would help me become a better corporate trainer. We do have a bunch of friends who help each other out, but a mentor is somebody who is, let's say, 5 years, 10 years ahead of you. And that's something that is very critical. I mean, even Sachin Tendulkar had his Ramakant Achrekar as a mentor for so long, right? Point number 10, track different industries. See, as a marketing professional, even if you are in FMCG, if you are, let's say, in auto, it's very important to keep track of new industries that are coming up. For example, e-commerce did not even exist about 17 years back. Quick commerce did not exist about 4 years back. Some of the best marketing jobs are in quick commerce right now. Okay, some of the best wealth that can be created is in quick commerce right now. So, Zepto, Swiggy, and Blinkit talk about creating generational wealth in the period of the next 5 to 10 years. That is the kind of wealth that can be created. So, keep track of new industries that are coming up. Data centers is a big thing that's coming up. AI is a big thing that's coming up, and you can actually transform your careers by simply, positioning yourself for great opportunities in new industries. Okay. Point number 10 is build relationships with multiple stakeholders in your client companies. As in the initial days, I only used to know one or two people in human resources. Then, when I started building a network in sales and marketing, I started knowing the head of sales and marketing. I started reaching out. I started, understanding the user. I mean, we use a framework called the Miller-Hyman model, where we talk about knowing users, knowing procurement specialists, knowing the sales and marketing head, the HR head. Even if one or two of them quit and join the competition, you can always go back and you have your existing relationships set up. All right. So these are the 11 things that I would tell myself, and do much better. I am implementing all of these things in the next 25 years. So our career trajectory is going to be very different from the way it was over the last 25 years. And for those of you who are starting off in your marketing careers right now, bookmark this video. Follow this channel. We have a lot of interesting content that will help you build your sales and marketing careers and career tips in general. I'm Maneesh Konkar. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video. Thank you.